Hi there. I presume you're gold, right? I mean, you're okay. Gold game as a F. You don't have your normal gold name, but I presume you're gold, right? I can see you in the chat. I hope the music isn't too loud, right? You tell me if the music is too loud. And waiting for an answer. Is there a way to see how many people are online watching here? I should have done a bit more research. I'm seeing... Yeah, okay. Just saw... It seems to be a little bit slower than Twitch, but I guess I'll get used to that. It's me, hello, yeah. It's probably, in case you're wondering why I'm switching to YouTube from Twitch. First of all, I never liked that Twitch belongs to Amazon. It could be a bit quieter, but it's otherwise fine. All right, let's just turn it down a tiny bit. And oh yeah, I forgot to turn off the messages so that it doesn't. There we go. Now that should annoy you. Okay, yeah. First of all, I don't like that Twitch belongs to Amazon. I never really liked Amazon. They're very, they treat their workers very badly. And just the whole stick profit at the cost of the working class. And the huge monopoly and all that stuff, right? Plus, for those of you who did notice, there was this controversy with Twitch and their user agreement, which they changed. They rewrote some stuff that you basically could not accept any money from advertisement and just advertise your product, and severely hamper your way to earn money to Twitch in a way where Twitch could not get a cut. And since I already didn't really like the idea of streaming of Twitch, I'm trying out YouTube. I mean, okay, Google isn't a saint, let's be honest here. But at least they do not exploit, as far as I know, of course, their workers as much as Amazon. They just steal all your data, selling you and stuff. Welcome to the capitalist dystopia, right? I mean, okay, it could be worse. Let's be honest. Okay, no, I'm getting political here. Yeah, this stream is not supposed to be political. We're here because of tabletop role-playing games, not so that I can preach you about my opinions. Right. So first off, Gold, since you're here, I did mention that the whole movement abilities need rebalancing after you've shown how powerful they were in the game this Sunday. Great game, by the way. It was super fun. So I still need to do the rebalancing. So let's go through all the abilities that do some moving other enemies. Let's just look for move. Grappling hook moves to yourself, so we can ignore that. Guard stance. I think that just stops the moving. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, heavy throw. Here's the first one. So, heavy throw, what makes this very powerful is it was really great. I had a ton of fun. I should organize such one-shots more often, quite frankly. Get all those awesome people from Twitch that are far more experienced at tabletop RPGs than all the players I usually play with. I mostly play with beginners or where their first game was with me. And of course, you can't expect everybody to start with critical role levels of roleplay, right? I mean, haven't reached that kind of level, so let's be fair about that. But yeah, it's nice to play with somebody who really, gets it. The whole role-playing stuff, being able to learn the rules quickly. I mean, it's also important to take account the beginners. In a sense, they are valuable feedback because they help me making the systems more beginner friendly. They're the main reason why all those super simple talents exist that just gives you +2 to damage or +2 to hit. Because for some people, they need something that simple. Well, yeah, heavy throw, rebalancing. I mean, heck no, most of us aren't trained voice actors. Yeah, indeed. There are only so many skills one can learn, right? So, back to heavy throw. Heavy throw guarantees you to be able to move a target if you got them grabbed. That you move into has to make on a failure you're not prone. Oh yeah, plus you can knock them prone. Let's just to move target. It could probably use similar tuning. Exactly, I was thinking about it. Just a slight trimming down. As we agreed to. Let's continue. Make or no. That's not a moving ability. Move ally. That's not a damaging moving ability. So move on. Pull chain. It is a moving ability, but not one that can deal damage. Right, let's just read through that to make sure. A target of your choice has to make a strength defense roll. On a failure, you move them towards you until they are in an empty space next to you, and their movement is set to 0 at the start of their next turn. You pull yourself towards the target instead if it's one size category larger than you, or they cannot be moved. No, I don't see any way to deal damage with that. Push attack. Okay, here's the first one. So... I guess this one's not so easy to balance. Reducing it by 1/2 the moving potential. I could upgrade the upcasting cost and then boost it a bit so that it's not as harsh. Yeah. Okay, let's see. How are we balancing this? With the straight movement abilities is more or less reducing average damage of 5 to 4 compared to 5.5 if you do a straight up damaging ability. With the maneuver ability, the damaging dice for 1 willpower is 4.5. Percentage wise, 4.5 is roughly 4/5, so 80%. 80% of 2 would be 1.6, which means it should be balanced roughly if we are going for 3 meters for 2 willpower. Yeah, it sucks that it's not as finely granular that you just can invest 1 willpower, but I guess that's better as just straight up nerfing it. And you will be 2 meters movement. Okay, let's continue for slowing attack. No. Sorry. Yeah. Supernatural movement. Telekinetic. That's just moving objects, right? And not enemies. I mean, technically, you can use it to slam an object into an enemy, right? Let's just read through it to make sure. Pull chain seems fine. It doesn't cause damage. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't catch that right away. You can move small or smaller objects, small minus or smaller objects, within range as an action, 1 action point, up to 2 meters, and interact with them for the next hour. This does not work on objects that are extremely heavy for the biggest size category that you can move. Huh? Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate for move attack, but hey, it works great with overcharge. Yes, it does. I think you really like overcharge, don't you? You also took that with the controller. The biotic. Yeah, which was kind of fun. I mean, I guess you probably saw the biotic powers and you thought of they were similar to the Force from Star Wars. And in Star Wars, its Force is clearly a supernatural power, right? But biotics in Mass Effect are a biological mutation caused by EZO, which is basically the element that allows all the space technology to work in Mass Effect. It has the weird property that if you put electricity through it, that you can manipulate the mass of objects, which allows you, for example, to reach faster than light space. And people that have been exposed, especially in the womb, to ESO can gain mutations, which allow them to gain those biotic abilities and move objects by changing their mass and such. They usually need implants to further develop those abilities. But yeah, no magic. Was still fun though. Okay, telekinetic. Alright, I was thinking about that you could potentially use it to damage somebody if you slam a small object into them. The thing is, it costs just 1 action point, right? 2 meters, upcasting for 1 meter. I mean, if you compare it to move target, you got the advantage that you're... well, okay, you're not ignoring all the checks. You still have to do a check. Overcharge is a really good value. You get to upcast your abilities to a tier higher. It's also pretty good for awkward willpower increase as well. Yeah, it is pretty good. But back to telekinetic. Yeah, the thing is that it allows you to smash an object. You don't have to do a check on the object, unlike move target when you move the creature. But the creature can still try to catch the object and have the damage. But having the damage is better than right out nullifying it. Of course, since you're shooting something very small, the creature usually will have advantage on that check. This is the equivalent of 2 damage per 1 willpower. But I think it's fine. Even though this allows you to do this for 1 hour, right? But if you compare it to Path of Attack, like let's compare it with Path of Attack. You fully upcast it for 1 hour at level 1. That would be, you can move objects for 8 meters, which means 8 damage if you succeed. You can do it 3 times in a round. So 8 times 16, 24 damage for 1 hour. With, to be honest, the disadvantage that first of all the enemy will have advantage on the defense roll, and those are 3 different times you strike it, so armor will be subtracted 3 times. So very ineffective against high armor targets. If we compare to path damage, which does an average of 11 damage, it is far, even if we presume like an armor of 2, it is far more damage. That might be a problem. Yeah. I mean, you do get advantage on the check, but it's not a complete miss compared to path of damage attacks. They still get half the damage. The question is... if we reduce the upcast movement by 1, that would be reduce the increase to... Yeah, I was just about to say that. Oh, I did already say that. So, that would mean that it is 5 damage, so 15 in total, while the enemy has advantage and you subtract the armor 3 times. Yeah, this should be more balanced. Plus, unlike physical bolt with passive damage, you need 3 action points to do so. And it still gives you a quirky way of dealing damage on. If you really want to specialize in that. With 2 action points dealing 10 damage. It's not that bad. Yes, this rebalance should work. Alarm sensor doesn't have anything to do with moving your target. Commanding strike moves your allies. Elemental outbreak. Why is there a move? Ah, because it has the word remove in it. Yeah. Manageable food has nothing to do with move target. There we go. The one you exploited in quotation marks. Just reducing it to 4 meters. I mean, it's not that nice anymore. With, 5, you can easily add a 5, 10, 15. 4, it's a bit more awkward, but it shouldn't be too hard, right? It's still first grade math. Pushing force. Alright, let's go through the math. Area of effect damage is 6 point... No, it's not 6.5. 3.5. 80% from that is 2.4. Running down, that would be 2 meters for 1 extra willpower. It's still good for moving your bodies. I also forgot about controller tier 1 law. Oh yeah, right, the whole slowing down effect. That would have been useful with all those fast husk. And also the very slow boss at the end. It was pretty chunky. So. That is a bit low, I think. Maybe keep it at 3. More accurate would probably be 5 for 2 willpower. I guess I'm going to leave it because this is supposed to be a damaging move and more of a here is a cliff and the whole group of enemies standing there. Why not, give them a little push kind of thing. Or just more of a strategic movement, pulling them closer to your melee fighters, pulling them away of your ranged units. I'm gonna leave it like that. I mean, if movement abilities don't have that much damage compared to damaging abilities, I mean, that's the goal, right? It's not that bad, as long as it's not unusable. Simple illusion, that's just moving your illusion. Slippery ground, that's just falling prone. Push them all off the cliff. Oh yeah. I mean, you're the psycho who made the Titanic Spire Summoner. With the summoner who summons 2 spiders, which he can increase into the size of a building. A building! I mean, okay, it was your friend who got the idea, but still, you made it true. Oh boy. Just yesterday I was talking in the interview, which was great, by the way, with Jungle Nick. Awesome interview. He's a really great guy. Afterwards we talked for an hour. It was really chill. And it did mention that I used to have a spider phobia, which I kinda beat with pure willpower, confronting the fear. But I still have the remnants of those with stuff like tarantulas. And something tells me if I encounter a spider with the size of a building, that it might add up. At least if in real life, right? Yeah, it was stupid. I love it. But I think it's great that the system allows you to do that, right? I love it if people just make quirky, weird stuff and it works. That's the best. That's one of my favorite parts about Ishanekon World Shapers. It just works, it just works. I don't know if you know that song. I can't remember the name of the guy who made it. It's a parody from Todd Howard when he said about Fallout 76, it just works, and then it turned out to be one of the buggiest game of all times. You know, if the enemies T-pose at you at release, you did something wrong. Maybe I should be sitting a bit more straight up. Okay, now, make sure I don't get half a bad back. Okay, spiky, that's all. Just if they move in, one in sickness. Move the effect. Combat raw, that's just moving yourself. I do, it was good. Yes. Great. Coordinate shout, just moving together. Elemental class is remove. Floating is moving yourself. Mental cleanse. Moving attack. Oh wait, that's just to take the move action. Never mind. Physical cleanse is remove. Physical projector. Yes, this is a move to target thing. So. This is a bit more of I think, yeah, this already works. Yeah, this is already balanced. It's single target for 4 meters, and the upcast is 3 meters for 1 willpower. Since it can be upcasted for additional targets too. Maybe it might even deserve a buff to be able to keep up with. Hang on a second. This movement has a size restriction. This is a problem. Oh, good thing that I noticed that. Wait a second. Does that mean that advanced physical damage also doesn't have one? Advanced physical damage. What size big? Okay, great. That has a limitation. That's good news. Wait, no, do not close it. Yes, but we need. Wait, no size restriction. Yes. Oh, indeed. You know, the first time I realized that the size restriction might be useful was when one of my players teleported a whole van. And I was like, ha! Technically it's possible. Oh, hi, Kyle! Great to have you here. Great that you found the stream. So, there's the number of people watching. 3 people watching. Excellent. I'm probably like the 3rd person. But, great. Yes, techno, I know. Like, I mean, you got the picture. I know you're called Kyle, so. But I mean, I guess gold. I don't know, but I mean, people know you, right? And you use that same picture on your Twitter account and stuff. You're kind of recognizable in the tabletop RPG designer scene, at least the indie one, the small indie one. You know, us scraping at the bottom of the barrel. Please, sir, play my tabletop RPG. Could I have another round, please? Yes, I was... Alright. Adding a size restriction to physical projectile. And I was... could be a bot. It was just... I mean, okay, I guess it could be. If the bot was very smart and knew. I don't know. Yeah, Tiny only... You're already almost at 1,000. Wow. And I better release anything. It's because of your social media ability, right? Do you just push everybody that makes you popular and people try to push you up? Kind of reminds you a little bit when I was just back in my art time, drawing images, and I just picked random DeviantArt users whose art wasn't that good, and I drew stuff for them, and that's how I got most of my watchers on DeviantArt. You just do it far more efficiently. 30 more people, it's all I need for. Okay. I wish you all the best to get that number. That's a big milestone. Who knows, maybe in a year you'll already be at 10K. But yeah, I was telling the story with that one of the players teleported a whole van. And then I realized, technically, they could use teleportation and movement abilities on planet Earth. Rules-wise, it would work. And that's when I realized I need size restrictions. And even the greater talent that sort of removes size restrictions only gives you 3 size categories bigger. Because otherwise, I mean, one greater talent should not give you the allow you to just punch the planet out of orbit. Right, that's my whole thing. I'm more focused on just lifting others up right now, to be honest. Yeah, that's great. And that's why everybody loves you, right? Unlike me, who is more focused on myself. And, okay, yes, I'm offering all my work for free, but in a space where everybody is pushing their own tabletop RPG, I guess that's more of a downside, because I take away customers with my few products. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not unpopular. Yeah, size restriction matter. Yes. Alright, let's add that. You make a range attack against a target. On a hit, you deal 3d physical damage to it. And if... Wait, I need Grammarly. Why did I open a cognito modus? I didn't want the cognito modus, I just wanted a new... There we go. Grammarly... whoop. Copy. Come on. Why did you scroll up again? And if the target is one size category larger than you or smaller, you can move it. And okay, and if the target is or smaller, you can move it up to 4 meters. All right. Size restriction. Whew, that would have been in the get path of damage, get physical bolt, keep targeted planet Earth. Within 1 day, you're triggered the next ice age. 1 week later, it's an extinction event. All right, move. Let's continue. Physical shockwave. Okay, yeah, this has a size restriction. This is good, but let's see. We did. Wait, all time. I have to make a failure to receive. You can also move them up to if they are of one side. Yes, if we balance it in a similar way to pushing force, it has to be two. But this does have the disadvantage that you have to be in melee range and you target everybody around you. Yeah, sounds good. Otherwise, you could throw a pebble at the moon to throw it out of orbit. I mean, you still need the range to target the moon, right? Most abilities to severely lack range to be able to do that. Physical shockwave. Should I give it a little boost because it is melee range? What? I'm gonna keep it at 3 meters. But 3 meters, if you upcast it, you can... Nah, alright, let's... I mean, you can target more creatures this way, right? Now pushing force is 3 by 3. If you're meeting creatures, this is also basically 3 by 3. Never mind. But you got the extra damage already and such. Yeah, I'll nerf it a bit. Reinforce object. Speedy presence. Blink. Cult eruption. Curse eruption. That's remove. Elemental ground now. 5th dimensional spirit. That's just teleportation instead of moving. Illusion, no. Mine, no. Poison eruption. Removes, yeah. Slime spirit. Nope. Slow down. Nope. Slowing presence. Stone spirit. Nope. It's just not moving. That's extra movement. Taunting ground. That's no. Chase charge. That's moving yourself. That one is also moving yourself. Flash step is moving yourself. Greater supernatural is moving. High impact blow. There we go. That's... Yeah, if you treat it, this has the disadvantage that you do have to use it in melee range. But yeah, let's give it a teensy bit of a nerf. Let's go subtract 3 and turn you into 4. Blinding ground, no. Blinding ground. Remove. Elemental source removes yourself. Elemental run, yeah. Multiple chain, it's just like chain pull. Doesn't. Risk assault. I think most of them will be not. Let's get a bit quicker about this so that I'll say everything. Psychic. Relentless assault. Wait, what was that? I would... wait, oh no, I lost it! No! Where was I? Reality assault, mystic round, physical assault, yeah. Reality assault, reality run, remove summon, speed up, sticky ground, summon mount. Painted ground. Sorry if this is a bit boring. Maybe I should tell a story. No, I cannot read and tell a story at the same time. Moving Wrath. There we go. Saved by the bell. Okay, we need to compare that with the damage output of other Wrath abilities to balance this correctly. Abilities. Wrath. 70-10. Right, that's still plus 1d6, like normal area of effect ability, but the default damage of 70-10. I think it's easier instead of trying to do math on stream to get my calculator. Yeah, rules. The table with all the dice. Yeah. 7. The 10 was it right? So 38.5. 11 would usually be area of effect. 11 d6. Oh, it's the exact same damage. I thought I would have made it a bit weaker. It was a d10, right? Yeah, 7 d10. Alright, then I'll treat it as an area of effect All the wrath abilities, the map-wide effect is strong. Yep. That's why they are high tier. You know, when you reach high levels, I also want to give you something that feels epic, right? Just bam, bombing the whole area, but with such control that you don't hit anything you don't want to hit. Should I nerf it a tiny bit? Maybe just so that normal area of effect abilities don't lose. Oh, wait a second. The whole... Oh, yeah, right. Their downside is that they do not deal half damage if you miss. That's right. That's how they are balanced. But that still means that moving rat should be a little weaker, since moving target and pushing force also don't move the target if you miss. So, back to the ability. Moving Wrath, where are you? Moving Wrath, here we go. So, the balance was 2 meters for 1 willpower. I think I'll keep that, but I'll just make the default start a bit weaker. If we compare it with pushing force, let's take a look. Pushing force starts with 3 meters for 2 willpower cost. The abort gets +1 for each willpower. So basically 2 per willpower, but the first one gets you 1 less. So 2 per willpower, but the first one gets you 1 less. For 7 would be 12 plus 1, 13. It's already significantly weaker than that. I guess I'm going to leave it like that then. Alright. Battle Frenzy, let's move Charming Ground, Exhausting Glance, Frightening Ground, Mental Frenzy. What did Mental Frenzy do again? It's like the caster rage mode. 5 rounds, your upcast is doubled. Ooh, yeah, that's powerful, and you gain an additional action point on your turn and 2 additional reaction points per round. You're also immune to being charmed, frightened, or tainted. You must roll a d6 at the start of each of your turns to determine how you act for that turn. 1, you move towards your closest ally that is not you until you are in range and target them with fully upcasted damage up with a... Yeah, good that I was reading this. With a fully upcasted damage ability. Skip your turn and gain 1 level of madness. You move towards your closest enemy until you are in range and target it with a fully upcasted damage or control ability. You act as you wish. I think the restriction is you must know at least 1 damage ability. Yes. Hang on a second. You can miss attacks and abilities on purpose. And this does not force you to miss on purpose. I just found it a loophole that I need to close. Oh, gold euro. Yes, it messes with your actions due to of the time law. Yes. You were talking about the frenzy buffs. But yeah, I need to add a sentence that you cannot miss on purpose. So, Grammarly. You cannot miss on purpose. Yeah. I think it's the correct, right? I think miss it as in missing a concert or something, right? But to in rule text sense, you cannot miss on purpose is correct. Like miss is like a gaming term. But that also means that we need Battle Frenzy, or how it is called. If it's B, then Jamming Ground 8. Battle Frenzy, there we go. You move towards your closest ally. Cannot miss on purpose. You move towards a random creature in range and use your until you cannot. You cannot miss on purpose. There we go. Hey, just about to have another interview about popping. Oh, hi, Jungle Nick. I presume, because Rogue Octopus. Interesting tabletop RPG you're working on. That reminded me a bit on Octodad. He was the guy who interviewed me yesterday. Great interview, great guy. Has some cool ideas, like the Jungle tabletop RPG he's been working on for a few months, but also funny ideas like Rogue Octopus, which is about... I think you haven't realized all the details right, but the basic idea is about an octopus trying to escape somewhere. And that just gives me a lot of Octodad vibes, to be honest. Hope you're doing great. Well, hey, cool that you're popping in. I'm currently rebalancing the whole moving abilities. If you remember, in the one shot you were, where we noticed that they were a teeny tiny bit overpowered. Yep, it's me. Looking forward to sharing the game I've been working on soon. Yeah, if you need any playtesters, I already joined your Discord group. Can I post an invite link to it here, or do you not want anybody just randomly moving in? It's probably going to need time to answer, especially with the whole streaming. Takes a few seconds until it reaches you, right? I just continue here until you write an answer. Frightening Ground, Mental Frenzy, yeah, that's where we were. Possess. Yes, that's someone giant bound. I'm not sure if there are any moving abilities left, but let's make sure. Focus, Maddening Ground, Redness Glance, remove. We have reached tier 5. Restraining Ground, so Spiritual Projection, Summon Mansion, Blitz Step Offensive. One of my favorite high tier abilities. Sure, just let people know it's a little basic at the moment, but yeah, more playtesters much appreciated. Alright, I presume I can just get an invite link, right? Invite people. Wait, maybe not show the invite link everywhere. Invite people. It lasts for the 7 days anyway, so it's not like it's infinitely abusable. Here you go, everybody. Get ready to be a rogue octopus, I guess. Oh, I just got a funny idea that that's just one octopus and each player controls one of the tentacles, right? But it's your game. I got some ideas. Okay, we were perfect lens. Remove army. Summon giant flying mount. Oh yeah, and we're back at. All right. With that, we got all the moving abilities and retweak them a bit so that they're less powerful. And let me get some water. So, it has already been 45 minutes. Oh, nice. Didn't felt that long. Yes. Notebook. Other notes. Was there anything? Oh yeah, right. Like an ability that allows you to read information about the past of an item. Over time for a group feature. Yes, let's make that ability. Time to get out Grammarly. Read object history? I don't know. I don't think that's the best name. If anybody comes up with a better name, feel free to post it. But let's start with the text, and later on maybe I get a better idea. Choose a small or smaller object within range. You can sense everything that happened to it in the last hour, and then you get upcast options which severely extend the option to it. But also adding, I should add that you cannot sense the surroundings, only what happened to the object. Basically, where it has been, in what kind of state it was time. For example, if you see a broken vase, you can use it and notice, it was still intact 24 minutes ago and was on top of that shelf. So somebody was here 24 minutes ago. But I probably need to write that down. Otherwise, people will interpret this however they want. And we don't want that. A small object within range, you can sense everything that happened to it in the last 1 hour. You know where it was during that time, but you do not know about anything, or no, you do not gain any knowledge about anything else. Just once, you can sense everything that happened to it, where it was during that time, and in what condition it was, but you do not get any about anything else. All right. Read object history. Object time read? I think it's better than read object history. Object time read. Nobody had a better idea, right? All right. Object time read. Maybe I can come up with something better. Object time read. Read objects past, or see objects past. I think I'll take that one. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Da do do do. Dun da da. Dun 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 dun. Alright, this is going to be a tier 2 ability. I don't want level 1 creatures to spam something. I can't think of anything that wouldn't be super specific, like psychometry. Yeah, that's too specific. I'll give it a range of 1 meter. So that, you know, more like you have to touch the object, right? the idea would be 200. I mean 818. I think. How many 5? Oh, there's an extended version of the theme music. Yeah, like this is yes, there is an extended version. I only have for. Yeah, I mean both of the versions that I have are technically not the full song. I do have a recording of that, but that's not that high quality. And it's not digital, right? Playing it on my ukulele. Ta-da! I should play ukulele more often. Haven't played it in a while. And there was this colleague of mine, a really great guy, who basically took my melody and extended it a bit, but he didn't quite finish it. Had problems with his laptops and also personal things he had to attend to, which kind of stopped him. Which is fair enough. Especially since the first versions he gave me for free, so it's not like I can demand a finished product if I didn't pay anything, right? But in that sense, yes, there are of course this version, it's only like a third of the full song, and I think it's even a little bit less. Yeah, a bit less than a third of the full song. And then I think I should have it here somewhere, right? Music, IVS. Wait, is this the one? Or... Oh, no, that's the more chill version. Which he originally made to be a background version music for my YouTube videos. No, where did I put it? Wait, is this one? Oh, that's... Come on, that's the same one. No, that's not. That's a more epic version, which I use for the opening on my YouTube channel. I can't be cool. Yeah, I need to get going too. Would love to hear that some other time though. Oh, you're already going. Too bad, but I mean, you gotta... I need to head off for now. I have a great... Oh, you're also going? Oh, too bad. Well, I get it. I think I'm just going to finish this ability. It's been almost an hour streaming anyway. And since you're all going anyway, it's less fun without you, right? But yeah, have a great day. But for everybody else, stay a while and listen. Wait, how do you go back? Oh, yeah. Give me... Let's finish the ability. Time, let's say you need 1 minute. It's not supposed to be a combat ability. Upcasting. Let's get Grammarly again. Plus... plus 1 hour. Well, 1 willpower. Yeah. Bye. Plus 24 hours for 2 willpower. Oh yeah, I wanted to look if there was how many. Yeah, there less one. Yeah, I think that would. Plus 1 week for 4 willpower. Plus 1 month for 6 willpower. +1 gear for 8 willpower. Or how do you write down? Sorry, brain freeze. Yes, I think the best way to look that up would be here, abilities, size, category, the whole upgrading stuff. To kinetic strategy. +1 size category, yeah. And again, I closed it even though it was here. Or +1 size category 4. Yes. That should work. I mean, if I'm already at it, I might as well add the read the room, the pass of the room ability. Since they are thematically very similar. See. Rooms. Oh wait, it's objects like this. Because it's the past of the objects, it's not the past of multiple objects. English. Me speak English, right? See rooms past. Oh no, see areas past. I think that's areas past. Choose 3 meter cube. I don't know, let's go a little bit bigger. Let's be more generous. Choose a 5 meter cube area. You can sense everything that happened to it. Happened in that area in the last 1 hour. It is simpler because there are no restrictions. It's just, okay, you've got this cube area. And there's where you can read the information. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You know, that also gives time casters more stuff to do. I think that's something that they're a bit missing at the moment. They like time stuff. Timey-wimey. Let's make this a tier 3 ability. 1 minute casting time. And yeah, let's go with a 5 meter. Oh no, let's go with 1 meter range again. ID is 819. Upcasting is basically the same, just plus 1 meter for... I think I'm going for 1 willpower. So it's not too hard to see like a bigger area. Equipment, of course. And those are utility abilities. I think I'll make... should I allow creative? I don't think I gave creative other time powers, right? Let's take a look. Creative time. Okay, that's... So there are a lot of abilities that have the time. What kind of... How was the name of those abilities? speed up. They do have speed up. I think it's easier if I just look here for time. Right, absorbed. Or no. Or past? Past, maybe. No. I don't have any look into the past kinds of abilities yet. What was the name of those abilities again? Revert time for object. Only mental and reality. Alright, yeah, makes sense. So. False, 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 true, false, false, false. Oh wait, is true, false, false. False, beginner, false, core, false, complexity. Let's go with 3. Choice, none. New, true. Set. The true is too far away. And it's utility and ability generalist. And it's the same for both of them. What tier is the whole speak to undead thing? Or speak to dead, I guess. Speak with creature with dead. Ah, that's tier 1, okay. Alright, I think that's it for the stream. It's been over an hour. It was fun. Everything seemed to work fine on YouTube. And who knows, maybe this will help me get a bit more of a traction than on Twitch. But yeah, I've got to work on the other YouTube videos too. So, thank you everybody who showed up and who was watching in the future. And see you next week. Bye.